most famous faces can be disguised with a little movie magic.
What are you looking at?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unrecognizable actors in movies.
We are all animals, my lady.
For this list, we're only looking at actors who were physically present in the film, so voice acting is excluded.
It is too late for me.
Some small recognizable traits must be apparent, and a character swapping in and out of a disguise a la Mrs. Doubtfire does not count. We're also excluding cases like the Elephant Man, Hannibal, and Legend, as there's been so much work done and heavy prosthetics used, as well as examples where there's been a lot of CGI covering up the actors or actresses, such as in Avatar.
You are a Motikaya now. You may make your bow from the wood of home tree.
Number 10. Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
You gotta say my name 3 times.
Our favorite zany-haired ghost for hire didn't get his famous undead fashion without a little work.
Sorry, didn't see you sitting there.
In sharp contrast to the painfully long time usually spent in a makeup chair, it seems like all Keaton had to do to scare and sometimes sicken his audience was don an electric green wig and paint on his chalky white face and black eyes.
Hey, these aren't my rules. Come to think of it, I don't have any rules.
A distant cousin of the Joker by chance?
See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Not quite so serious, though.
Are you a ghost too?
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
Number 9. Gary Oldman as Jean-Baptiste Emanuel Zorg, the Fifth Element.
By creating a little destruction,
A cherry.
I'm in fact encouraging life. In reality, you and I are in the same business. Cheers.
There are very few roles in the world that Gary Oldman can't play, and he's nearly unrecognizable in all of them.
All right, warriors. Too narrow-minded, no subtlety. And worse, they fight for hopeless causes.
As industrialist and weapons dealer Zorg, a slicked comb-over and signature bad guy goatee set the tone for the smirking villain, with Oldman's accent and tinted contacts finishing off the look.
Torture who you have to. The president, I don't care. Just bring me those stones. You have one out.
Meanwhile, a devil-may-care attitude and some outer space-styled facial hair pairs with Goldman's snazzy pinstripe to make this man, bent on the destruction of a planet, truly a villain to remember.
You saved my life, and in return I'll spare yours. For now.
You're a monster, Zorg.
I know.
Number 8. Jared Leto as Mark David Chapman, Chapter 27.
I'm going to kill John Lennon.
Though it must have been a challenge for the actor/singer to slip into the mind of the man who murdered one of music's most beloved figures, we can't ignore the physical trials Jared Leto underwent to portray Mark David Chapman in this biographical film.
Kill them. Go over there and shoot them.
Packing on close to 70 pounds by drinking a microwaved mixture of ice cream, soy sauce, and olive oil, Leto's uncanny resemblance to Chapman certainly helped convince any potential non-believers of his ability to play the part.
He said all he ate was sushi and sashimi and Hershey's bars with almonds.
Despite mixed reviews for the film itself, there's no denying Chapter 27 wouldn't have had the same impact it did without Leto's commitment to transforming his body and disappearing into the role.
Is that all you want?
Yeah, thanks.
You sure? That's all?
Yeah, that's all. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
Number 7. Ralph Fiennes as Lord Voldemort, the Harry Potter franchise.
But only I can live forever.
He who must not be named is certainly one of the most famous baddies out there, and probably the brunt of the most got-your-nose jokes.
You're a fool, Harry Potter.
And you will lose everything.
Ralph Fiennes combined both gelatin over his eyebrows and forehead with computer magic to make that pesky nose disappear and pull off the signature snake-like facial features of Harry Potter's arch nemesis.
Things have changed. I can touch you now.
Looking at the Dark Wizard, you'd never guess the man behind him is a soft-spoken Englishman, complete with a nose.
The orders are on their way.
By which time I shall be gone, and you shall be dead.
Number 6, Heath Ledger as the Joker, The Dark Knight.
Why so serious?
As the clown prince of crime, Heath Ledger's Joker stood out among others who'd play the role, in part due to the very different style of makeup used.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be. To them, you're just a freak. Like me.
Instead of carefully drawn-out classic clown makeup, Ledger's white, black, and red was deranged and chaotic.
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you
stranger.
With prosthetic scars along the sides of his mouth and slapped-on makeup topped with greasy green hair, Ledger's look was every bit as crazy as the supervillain was.
You're crazy. I'm not. No, I'm not.
Number 5, Steve Carell as John DuPont, Foxcatcher.
Did you catch the fox, Mother?
As the demented millionaire who pushes the sport of wrestling just a bit too far, Steve Carell was almost uncannily similar to the real John E. DuPont.
I want, more than anything, to win a gold medal.
A hooked nose, false forehead, and lower lip changed the features in Carell's face, while his skin tone was lightened considerably with makeup and his eyes were darkened with tinted contacts.
Are you okay?
You ungrateful ape.
The stoic facial expression worn throughout the film added to Carell's character's unstable appearance and was a far cry from the funny man we're all used to.
I am giving them a dream, and I am giving America hope.
Number 4, Dustin Hoffman as Captain James Hook, Hook.
I hate Peter Pan!
Anyone who knows someone who shaved his beard knows that a little facial hair can go a long way in disguising someone's appearance.
He'll crow, he'll fight, he'll fly, and then he'll die.
With an elaborate mustache and eyebrows so thick they almost had a casting credit of their own, Dustin Hoffman was hardly recognizable as the scheming captain.
Remember the plans from hell that forged you! Sean!
A curly, cascading black wig and hours worth of contouring and shading makeup disguised Hoffman's face and transformed him into the swashbuckling nemesis of Peter Pan.
Better die, Peter.
To die would be a great adventure.
Death is the only adventure you have left.
And though Glenn Close made an unrecognizable appearance as a male pirate named Gutless in the flick, it's the titular character that we justifiably have to give props to.
Peter! Where are you going? Come back here and fight me!
Number 3, Emma Thompson as Nanny McPhee, Nanny McPhee.
I did knock.
Forget Mary Poppins, Nanny McPhee really knows how to tame a house full of hellions without losing her cool composure.
We will never want you.
Then I will never go.
With a bulbous fake nose, prosthetic ears, and protruding teeth, Emma Thompson's stoic expression throughout the film made us all sit up just a little bit straighter in our seats.
Do not forget that someone has to go with your great aunt, and it cannot be the donkey, can it?
Hours spent in the makeup chair adjusting the details of her face and adding the wart that did most of the intimidating turned the British actress into a nanny who scared the dickens out of us, though she still had a heart of gold.
I have 5 lessons to teach. What lessons they learn is entirely up to them.
Number 2, Tom Cruise as Les Grossman, Tropic Thunder.
The universe
is talking to us right now.
Tom Cruise may have gone a little off the deep end in recent years, but that certainly worked to his advantage in the role of the slightly psychotic studio executive in this satirical action comedy.
Take a big step back and literally f your own face!
With his strange dancing, fat suit embedded with real human hairs, ew, prosthetic hands, and receding hairline, Cruise was almost completely unrecognizable, with many disbelieving the fact that he'd even appeared in the movie after its release.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
It's a far cry from action star to sweaty corporate boss, that's for sure.
I couldn't have done it without you, Sloan. Really? No, dickhead, of course I couldn't. A nutless monkey could do your job.
Before we unveil our #1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Okay, group, we have some newcomers here today with us. Say hello to Scott and his father, Mr. Avil?
Evil, actually. Dr. Evil.
At the ready. Insect man, I want you right behind me. Everybody else, spread out, catch the strays.
Yeah.
Oh, and try to have fun. Otherwise, what's the point?
In the beginning, Jim was a small-town player. He's a very smart, disciplined man.
#1, Charlize Theron as Aileen Wuornos, Monster.
You, man. Yeah, you. You don't know me.
Transformations are always more shocking when they're done by models. At least in this case it was.
Yeah. Maybe I'll swing by.
Charlize Theron gained over 30 pounds for the serial killer role, shaved off her eyebrows, and donned prosthetic teeth to bear an uncanny resemblance to the real Aileen Wuornos.
I'm not a bad person. I'm a real good person. All right?
Blotchy makeup set the tone for her unstable personality and tendency to explode with anger, with the actress receiving high praise for her dramatic change and dedication to becoming another person entirely for her role.
The bar is closed.
Yeah? Well, then why don't you take that stick out your ass? Now would be a good time, don't you think, huh? Now that the bar's closed?
The part ultimately won Theron the Academy Award for Best Actress, among several other trophies.
Because you're using me! No, because you're using me! Because I killed someone, all right?
Do you agree with our list?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
What actors shocked you with their transformations?
Yo, I got demons running all through me!
For more incredible top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
We are tonight's entertainment.